Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam. Welcome to 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. We are on to day 6, it's the 6th of March, and we've got another double page sketch. This time from Brandy Baucom. Sorry if I've said that wrong. And it is this fun sketch here, and it's page 1 completed in this PDF, which is a handy dandy little thing you can find in the 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group. A lovely lady called Priscilla puts it together each series, so handy to just print out. So this is our sketch. We have got 6 photos. We've got like a border going on. We've got some circles and flags and lots of bits and bobs. I'm going to kind of take inspiration from it and put my own stamp on it as we do. And I'm going to attempt to do this video start to finish without stopping. So let's see if we can. He says, and immediately pauses the filming because we have a dog scratching at the door. But now that that is sorted and we have a dog snoring at our feet, let's crack on. So today's sketch got me thinking of sort of wintry, icy sort of thing. So I dived into my winter stash, and I'm actually going to use some memorabilia type stuff that I've picked up on travels. So let me show you what we've got first. We've got some stickers from Iceland, and these were actually purchased in Iceland. They were 390 Icelandic krona. Then we have some Icelandic flag stickers and a Icelandic flag patch. That was 590. I can't remember what the conversion is, but anyway. So I'm going to use some of them. And then for our photos, we're not going to use photos as such. I'm going to use postcards. So we've got this postcard, which is the Northern Lights of the Old Harbour, Reykjavik. And we actually went there. Then we have this one, which is incredible. And we actually went here as well. It's the waterfall Gullfoss on River Hivata. That's not the one that we went to, sorry. That's South Iceland. We went to one similar. Then we have this one, which is the same waterfall but at a different time. Then we have the Burafoss on River Burara. And then finally we have the waterfall Gullfoss, which is the one that we went to, but we sort of took photos around the other side. So I'm going to scrapbook those postcards, is what I was trying to say through all of that rambling. Honestly. So that's what I'm going to scrapbook. So in terms of what I have got out, let me swap this over. We've got a couple of embellishments, not that many, in terms of ephemera. So we've got a chipboard, Baby It's Cold Outside. We've got Snow Much Fun, and then we've got these sort of flag banners, whatever you want to call them. They are all Cartabella, so they are not adhesive backed. And as always with Cartabella, Echo Park, whatever, it really winds me up because they don't pop out easily. We have our title, so In Iceland, and then we have an acrylic piece that says Winter. These are Vicky Bootin thickers, and then I've got these that say Feb 2023, which is, of course, when we went. And then we have a whole heap of stickers from various collections. We've got Cartabella, Echo Park, Simple Stories, Photo Play. I think that's it. Pretty Little Studio a little bit, and then some other bits and bobs here as well. So plenty to choose from, but not too much actually for me. And then we have a ton of paper. So I have these circles, which I have already cut out using my circle cutter template thingamajiggy. We've got 3 of these ones, which is a Simple Stories paper, couple with the Echo Park light blue, and a snowflake, and then a couple of Cartabella papers, which, as we know, is the heavyweight thick paper. I have a couple of cut aparts, Ice and Frost and Happy Days and Winter Fun List, and this one. And then this is the paper that I think we're going to use. So we have got Echo Park Winter. Is that what it's called? Yeah. So it's just Winter 2021, and it's the Snowy Sprigs paper, and I love it because it's on like a white wood grain background with all those gorgeous leaves and sprigs. So we've got two of them because it's a double page. Then I have Cartabella Let It Snow 2018. It's the 4x4 journaling cards, but we're going to use this side. And then we have Photoplays Frostival Hot Cocoa. When's that from? I don't know what year that's from. Not that it matters. And it's all these border strips, which I love, but I do have another one of them. And we're going to use this sort of teal because I feel like it chimes nicely with our photos, postcards. So to kickstart us, we are going to cut off the branding strips. So just going to cut the branding strips off our two background papers. So that's going to give us our background, and then for this, so what I'm going to do, so if you go back to the sketch for a minute, we've got this big pink piece in the middle, but then we've also got these frames. So I don't know whether to sort of go with a bit of a wonky thing going on like this and stretch it across the page, or whether to not do that. I think what we're going to do first is cut the branding strip off this and cut this in strips. So I basically want that to be, so let's do so we have got 8" by 4", and that is going to be how I split that, I think. And then for this, I don't know. I think we are going to firstly cut the branding strip off and cut it in half. So I've now got these, which are about 5.5 inches times 2. And then what I think, this is going off-piste with the sketch a little, but it's okay. So we could either go something funky like this, and then have this side going like that, or we could bring this into our layout like this. I think we're going to go a bit funky, shall we? So what I'm going to do is stick this on first. That's going to go like so. Then stick this piece on. So this is 4x12. And we're going to stick that straight up against that edge. And then I will just trim off this piece here. Oops. So that leaves us with this. And that kind of gives us the same vibe as the frame on the sketch, I think. Then we're going to do something similar with this one. Let me just pop that there so we know roughly where to pop it. So that's going to go about there. And then this is going to go up against this side. About there. And again, I'll just trim off that piece there. let's move this over here for a momento. And move them so we've got a bit of room. And now this is our layout. Our background looks like this. Let me just zoom out a little bit. You'll have to excuse this. It is what it is, guys. So that's that. Let's move this here. I need a bigger surface, I really do. So that is our background, which I think is safe to say we've taken inspiration from the sketch and made it our own, which is what it's all about. So then before I think about adding any photos, postcards, memorabilia, I want to add some of these pieces. I will say the left hand side is going to look different to the sketch because I don't have the configurations of photos. I don't have the right photos according to the sketch. But that's okay, that is fine. So on the sketch we have a circle here, here, here. I don't know if that's where we're going to add ours or whether we're going to do our own thing, but let's have a play. So I'm thinking that would be nice there, but also with one of these maybe. So I'm going to cut this in half. Or not quite half. Because this is Adam and clearly I can't do that. And that's going to go and butt up against there, and then this one will butt up against here. So that will then create our continuous circle, but it's not attached. And then I feel like we need to add one of these. So I'm going to add this one here, like so. Then we have, what do we have? I feel like maybe this one up here, or should we stick to this? Now I'm going to put this over here. So I'm going to move it down a little bit there. And then what I think is, let's add another blue just to carry that on, and then I think up here we will add the same. I don't think I want to introduce another sort of colour, so that's going to go there, and then let's pop this blue one there. Okay. So that is what we are left with. Let me just trim these off. I will just pause for a moment to do that. So that is our layout ready to go. So I've stuck to the sketch but put our own spin on it, and I think that's something we can all do. I think it makes a sketch work for you, which is why I love sketches. So looking at what we are using. On the sketchy sketch, we have 3 photos here, sort of interlapped. Interlapped? Is that a word? I don't know. It is now. So I am going to do the same. I'm not going to cut them. They are a bit big, but that's fine. I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to have our portrait one sort of come in here. Then I think on this side, that's where we're going to kind of go our own way. So we have 2 portrait on the sketch. I only have this. So this is going to go here. I might even tuck that under there. Then I want to use this Iceland patch. I love using stuff like this on my scrapbook layouts. I know that's not what it's intended for, but it helps tell the story. I love using stuff like that. And then we have these stickers, so let me just cut these in. There we go. Wherever I go, I always look, and you'll be surprised where you can actually find stickers and stuff like that. For example, I went to London last year and looked in the gift shop at Westminster Abbey. They had stickers, bookmarks, postcards, scrapbooking stickers, puffy stickers, all sorts of stuff. So wherever you go, always look, because you are sure to find something. So these just say Iceland, and then they've got the famous puffins, and then the flag, and then these are just the flag, but we've also got Iceland there. Didn't realise that was there, because we could have used that instead of the thickers for our title. We'll see. Then we have these two cut aparts, which I need to decide whether we want to use or not. So these was something like that is what I was thinking, which I think we will do. And then I will just add some journaling here. I'll probably cover up that because that doesn't really go. But we can make it our own very easily. That's not a problem. So let me stop faffing. Let's just push this one out of sight, out of mind for a minute. And then let's get this side built first. What I tend to do when I'm doing a double page layout, don't know about you guys, but I will work on it as a double to get the background done. So that's all the paper, any layers, anything you want to carry forward. Then I will sort of work on a page individually rather than trying to do it all at once. Then when each page is done, I'll bring it back together to add any finishing touches, see if I need to repeat anything and things like that. That's just how I do the double page layouts. Of course, there are many ways to do so. I just find that is the easiest way. I sometimes, for example, where I've used this, I've sometimes stuck that as a 12 by 12 piece and then worked as a 12 by 24 and then cut it at the very end. That's a great way of doing it, but you have to remember if you use stickers or alphas that you are going to chop it in half. So it's not something I do an awful lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this card so it starts, this corner starts where that finishes, and just place them both at a slight angle. And then I'm going to place our flag patch in this corner where this one finishes. And we're going to come down like so, so it overlaps there as well. So that is that page. Now the sketch has our title up here. So what I was thinking is Winter in. Now I wonder if we could use this sticker. I think that might be too much of the Iceland flag. What about one of these? I'm going to do that. So let's lift this up slightly. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick this there. So that says Iceland, and then we're going to use a bit of Nouveau adhesive on our acrylic. It's in a lovely light blue, so it matches perfectly. It's got a couple of snowflakes, very wintry and icy, which of course is perfect for Iceland. Iceland, I have to say, if you ever have the opportunity, please go. It's an incredible country. I cannot wait to go back. It was very unexpectedly so. Yeah, it's incredible. That's basically all I can say. As I say, we didn't expect to enjoy it quite as much as we did. Very expensive, but you know, it's worth it. It's an amazing country, and driving over there is so much fun. I think I did all the driving for the 4 days that we were there, and it was just amazing. Amazing. So I'm not going to use these stickers. stickers. We may put them somewhere else, we will see, but that is our title, Winter in Iceland. That's not straight as such, but we'll embrace that wonk. And that is that side, so I'm going to set that one aside whilst we then work on this one. So we're going to start with, I think we're going to start with this one actually, because I don't mind covering up some of this photo. Postcard, it's not a photo, you know what I mean. And then this one is going to sort of come here. And then this one, I did buy quite a few postcards, hence why I don't mind using them in this manner. Because what else, does anybody else buy postcards whenever you go? I have magnet from everywhere I've been, whether it be a holiday or a day trip. I always get a magnet. And I've got 200-300. And then I buy extra magnets. I use magnets in scrapbooking. I've got magnets as sort of like decoration. So like we've got this Amsterdam one, it's a magnet, but I just have it on the little shelf in front of me, which you'll see in the room tour coming up soon. And then postcards, I just always buy them. They're nice and cheap, aren't they? And it's a great memento. So that is that side. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this and I'm going to cover up where it says Iceland down here. So I'm going to stick that on there. Don't know if we'll use any more of those stickers or not. Not going to use these. These two are going to go in the bin. I will keep that because I adore that pattern. And yes, I have just thrown that away, but I don't care because I'm not going to use it, so why keep it? Okay, let's bring in our other side. T'other side is in. So that is our layout thus far. That's where we're up to, guys. I love it, actually. Really love it. I'm looking at it on the screen, so I'm looking at it from your point of view, and I think it works. So these are the embellishments, the stickers that we have. We have got some brads up here, and we've got some foam stickers. Otherwise, it is just cardstock stickers. We have a lot of trees, and I would like to use some of them. Not sure I'm going to use quite as many as I thought I was, but it's fine. I think, actually, we're going to build like a little tree thing here. And I've got trees in all the colours that we have used. So I'm just going to randomly layer up our trees along here. Just as our little piece. So I'm just going to go right the way to the end. Then what I will do is come back and fill in gaps with the foam trees. Okay, so we're just using the cardstock stickers at the moment. Like so. And then we've got two more there, so we've got 1, 2. We also have this little piece that says Winter Memories. Not sure if we'll use that or not, so that can just go there. So we've got 3 more cardstock trees, so let's pop that one there, that one there, that one there, and then I'm going to come back in, as I say, with our foam to give us a bit of that dimension, and we're just overlapping. That is all I'm doing. I don't mind about a few gaps and repetition. So there is our trees there, which kind of, it works, I think. I like it. So we've got our title, we've got that. On the sketch there isn't really places for embellishments. We have got a couple of flags going on up here. I am going to add a couple. I'm going to add some of these chipboard ones up there. And for that I'm just going to use a little bit of wet glue. just because it is Cartabella Echo Park chipboard, so it's not adhesive, which is a shame, but we all know what my thoughts on that is. The Echo Park chipboard, that is. So we've got one, which I'm just going to place on our postcard. We have got two. And we have got three. So they're going to sit up there nicely. On top of that, I am going to use this Winter Memories cardstock sticker. Stands out a little bit more in real life. We also have a couple of these foam sticker tree slices, which I do love. So I'm going to add these down here. I'm going to stick that one atop of that one. And we also have the heart in this same pattern. So we're going to carry over that pattern down to this area. Now I do have some sort of winter clothing, which I don't think we're going to use actually. We have got this bit that says sweater weather, so let's pop that there. And a couple of hearts, which I'm going to use on this cutter part. So we've just got a red, a pink, and a blue. So they're going to cluster together nicely there. And I am going to layer up some of these wintry clothing elements, I think. Just as little accents around our page. I quite like the idea of that hat being within the flag. I know a lot of people won't like that, but it's fine. Then I'm going to use these brads as our sort of finishing touches on this layout. So we have got three coming in here and three coming in here. So used quite similar to how I would use enamel dots. I don't often use these sort of gem style ones, but I decided to use them on this. Now we've got this piece that says brr. So I've covered what it said on the cut apart with that. And then that will be a place for me to add some journaling. I think we're probably close to calling it done then. Now I do want to just add the Feb 2023, which I'm going to add down here. And we're going to go at an angle. Like so. So we've got Feb. I will probably need to go back and add in some wet glue with this because surprise surprise they don't stick. But for now we're just going to add them there. So we've got 2023. Love that. Probably should have done it the other way around, but it's fine. And I think I'm going to say these are not being used. So we've got those left. They're going to go back in my stash. And I think these letters are also going to go back on my thickers sheet. I don't think we need it to say Iceland any more than it already does. It's very clear where we are. And I don't think we're going to use this chipboard either, to be honest. The only one that's a possibility is this Snow Much Fun, which I may well add there actually. And I'm just adding a little bit of tape adhesive there. And that's going to just bring some of that darkness into our postcard. And that is going to do it, I think, guys. So that's half an hour start to finish with very little pausing. So that is today's day 6 30 Days of Sketches sketch with the sketch by Brandy Bowcombe. And it was this sketch down here, and this is what we have come up with. What do we think? I'm not 100% sure about these trees, I will say that, but they're there, I like them. I like that we've got some of the Icelandic bits in, and a space for journaling as well. This has been changed up, obviously, but I like it. I think I like it. Hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Please do check out the links down below where you will find links such as the playlist, the Facebook group, Christie's channel, and so much more. There is a little bit of a close-up look for you, refocusing. I will see you tomorrow for day 7, where we will close off week 1 of 30 days of sketches. Have a brilliant day, and hopefully you get some scrappy time. Bye for now.